Hey guys, hope you're having a great week of training. So I'm back in Atlanta, just finishing up my preparation for the World Championship next week. So can't wait. So this week I'm going to be talking about getting started in Brazilian Jiu Jitsu. So I recently had a friend contact me saying that he's really interested in getting started and like what can he do and like where should he start looking to train. So this video's for him and everyone like him out there. If you're on the fence about starting jiu-jitsu, I'm all for it. I'm an advocate for training jiu-jitsu. So you just gotta take that first step, and um, hopefully I can help you guys. Okay. So jiu-jitsu is becoming more popular. I know, like the last few weeks, people were telling me Wiz Khalifa started training, and you have other stars like famous and other famous people like Demi Lovato training jiu-jitsu. So it's only going to get more popular, and it's just going to keep growing. The more exposure it gets, the more people are going to want to start training everywhere throughout the states and around the world. So just starting jiu-jitsu, I think the most important thing you can do is just find somewhere convenient for you, and that just means somewhere close to either where you work or where you live, and that's just going to keep you consistent in your training, and it's going to make you go there more and be there, and um, just having that convenience is it's such a benefit to training, because I know of people that live really far from where they train. Like I live like 30 minutes from where I train, so if I live closer, that'll be a lot better for me, and I probably train even more if that were possible. So if you're starting out, just find somewhere close by that you can attend to, that you can make it to on a consistent basis throughout the week, and that's going to be the first thing. So you just can Google pretty easily jiu-jitsu near you, and that's going to be your first step in like finding a jiu-jitsu academy to start training at. And then once you found an academy, there's, again, I mentioned that jiu-jitsu is growing, so you're probably gonna have a few different options to look at. So it's gonna be really important that you try out those classes at those academies and see the environment of the school, and see if you like it there, and the atmosphere and just the facilities. Um, if you're paying like premium, you want a good facility, you want great instruction, you want good training partners. So the only way to learn about that is to actually just experience the academies and just see how it is. Okay, don't just sign up right off from the first class. Most places offer like a week trial period usually, so hopefully you'll have more than one day to experience the academy and see if it's the right fit for you. So definitely try out the classes, and then once you found a place, I think it's going to help if you're going to be learning a lot of new movements, a lot of new skill sets. So you just got to keep an open mind. Learning how to shrimp and learning how to roll and learning how to go inverted. Those things take time, and unless you have like martial arts experience or wrestling or judo, it's probably not going to come very easily. So just keep an open mind and learning those new techniques, and just try your best, and that's just going to show the instructor that you're trying really hard, and that they can put more effort into you. I know from my own experience, like when I'm giving feedback to someone in training, like after rolling, um, I'm going to be more likely to give feedback to people that react positively to my feedback, and they're interested in the feedback, and I'm going to be more likely to help them versus. And this has happened to me before, where I like I'll give someone a tip, and then they're like, "Yeah, thank you, Alec, thank you, yeah," and then they're like, you can tell they weren't really listening. So next time around, I'm just like, whatever, hey, just roll, and I don't really help them as much. But if someone's like really open with me, I'm gonna be more open with them. I'm not saying when I'm teaching I'll do that to everybody, but if I'm just a student in the class, I'm not really obligated to do that. So just keep an open mind, and if you ever have questions, just through the during the instructor showing the move, just raise your hand, or maybe catch the instructor's attention like after the technique, and that's going to really help you in the long run, because when you're starting out, you're learning these new moves, and some moves can be kind of complex. You're gonna like see the move, and then by the time you walk back to your training partner, you probably will forget the move. I know that happened to me as a white belt. So for you, yeah, just have that instructor on speed dial. Hey, I need help, instructor, come help me. I need it. So just get really friendly with the instructors. It's gonna help you. And then remembering the moves, a lot of repetition, and just practice. There's no secret to jiu-jitsu. It's just a lot of repetition, a lot of practice. And what you're going to be looking to do is develop really good muscle memory. And you just have to practice. If you guys ever read, is it Good to Great? Or it's not Good to Great, the Malcolm Gladwell, Outliers, yeah. The book Outliers by Malcolm Gladwell. You need 10,000 hours of practice, before you master skill set. So, yeah, start working on that. Some other things. Try to rely on technique, because without the technique, I see a lot of new guys come through my own academy, the academy that I trained at, and they want to use a lot of power because they don't have technique. And the downside to that is that there's always going to be someone at these jiu-jitsu academies that can match you for power, and they have technique, so they're gonna smash you. So just try to rely more on your technique. This is really important for working professionals. You don't have anything to prove to your training partners. You want to get better at jiu-jitsu, learn how to protect yourself. You want fitness, and of course you want to get better at jiu-jitsu, but you don't have to prove anything. So just try to learn more technique, try to utilize more technique, and that's going to just prevent injuries and prevent you getting hurt and prevent you hurting someone else. So that's really important. When you start training jiu-jitsu, there's this contract that we have with our training partners, and it states, hey, I'm going to let you use my body to help you perform your jiu-jitsu moves and get better in your jiu-jitsu practice. But in reverse, you have to help me, let me utilize your body in getting better in my practice. And it's really important. You don't want to take your anger or your frustration throughout say like from work or in your relationships or your family life. You don't want to take that out on your training partners, because at the end of the day, they are a person too. So you just realize that they're a person just like you, and they got their own problems too, but they should never ever take it out on you on the mat. Okay, the mat is a place for you to learn, and you got to keep an open mind, and you're gonna get your butt kicked. You're gonna get your butt kicked for at least 1 or 2 years, pretty easily, at most, like Brazilian Jiu Jitsu academies. Some just do more self-defense and less rolling, but the vast majority of schools will roll, so you're gonna get your butt kicked, and there's nothing you can do about that. You just gotta pay your dues and just enjoy the practice, and just realize that jiu-jitsu is something that you just get better at over time, and there's no quick like shortcuts. There's no pill. There's no supplement that will just make you better at jiu-jitsu. You just gotta put in that time, and just enjoy the practice, and you're always gonna be learning in jiu-jitsu. That's something I've experienced in my training and in my practice. Man, I'm just always learning. I try to keep an open mind, even if it doesn't matter who I'm learning to move from. Could be a little kid or a white belt, or someone that's been training for 20 years. I try to bring the same mindset that I'm just gonna keep an open mind, and I just want to learn as much as possible, and it's just gonna make you better. I think also just have fun in training. Jiu-jitsu, I think after a while, like you're gonna take it more seriously if you catch the bug and get addicted. But you just got to realize that jiu-jitsu is supposed to be fun, and you want to have fun in training jiu-jitsu. And of course, we have the structure of a martial art. We are martial art, but you also want to make friends and have fun, and it should be a place that you like going to. You look forward to going to, and it should become a part of your routine and just part of your daily life. And if you don't find that at one academy, I think you maybe should go to another academy. But just try your best, and just go to every class, trying to learn, keep an open mind. Try to learn technique, don't hurt anybody. Uh, be consistent. Whenever you're lost or you need help, man, don't wait. Just try to get the instructor as soon as possible. You want the instructor to know, hey, I need to help this one guy because he always asks me to help him, so I need to help him right off the bat. So that's what you want. So hopefully this helps. You start your jiu-jitsu journey, and it's just it's so large and complex. It's not easy. You just got to go out there, and that's why that training environment is so important, because you go to a jiu-jitsu gym, you don't know what to really expect when you go there. It's kind of scary. You might get Fight Club, or you might get like the art of jiu-jitsu. You don't know, so you just got to go experience it and see if it's for you. And jiu-jitsu is not for everyone, but I will say it's really addictive, so just be careful. It could be a lifelong attraction, lifelong addiction. So have fun, give it a try. Till my next video. Peace.